Hi everybody and big welcome to cEDH TV gameplay with another battle match. With us we have two guests, Kusa and Black Coffee with us again, playing the signature deck Esika, I think there, Kusa, right?
Yep, and this time I will keep track of which version I'm playing. So yes, I am playing Esika.
Coffee, what are you playing? Looks like a...
We're going to play some Dahlsim.
Fighter.
Yeah, we're going to play Street Fighter time. We're going to play some Dahlsim. We're going to try and stack you out, and then we're going to beat your face. So hopefully it'll be... Hopefully it'll be good.
Me, I'm also gonna try to beat face. I'm bringing the dog, Pako and Haldan. I'm gonna Divergent. I'm gonna steal your cards. And I'm gonna woof. That's me. I see a lot of fighters around this table. Actually, we have Dahlsim. We have Esika has a bunch of really big stompy creatures. We have a Dargo, but I have the dog. This is the biggest beater in the game, I think.
Nah, Dahlsim's got the reach, mate.
That's true.
The reach, yeah.
What are you playing, Pontus?
Yeah, I'm playing Tymna Dargo, Dab Farm. It's basically just a Mardu farm deck, Adnos and Dargo shenanigans.
So we hit you, right?
Yes.
So I hit you. Dargo's big.
I think Pako bigger. And I heard you
I
Adnos.
just block the first attack and then I recast Dargo for 1 and then you can't ever attack.
Coffee, I say we just let them settle it.
Yeah, just let us fight it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
What makes them think they're going to be able to cast them?
In any case, let's look at some opening hands.
So this is our opening hand. Unfortunately, we've had to mulligan to 4. We've got turn 1's Graph Digger's Cage. I don't know if it's going to hold up, to be fair. Hopefully, we can draw into some mana and get some of these, get the survival of the fittest out and get going. But it's like they say, you start with a bad hand, you can have a bad game. So hopefully, it'll turn around.
All right, so I had mulligan down to 6, thinking I could... I turn 1 this Deafening Silence, but I don't think that this is going to be good enough. So I'm going to mulligan down to 5. And no lands. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm down to 4. Oof, 1 land. The Esper might help me refill my hand a little bit, but definitely regretting my decision to mull down. All right, I'm done. My 5 had no lands in it, so I had to go down to 4.
First 7, no lands. Otherwise, almost good, actually. But yeah, no lands makes this hand not a great keep. So I go 6 and 7. Also, this deck mulligans really well. So speaking of mulliganing well, this hand is fine. It's not actually great. It is a turn 1 Dargo into... maybe a turn 2 Fire Giant's Fury. Going 3rd, that's not great. I don't actually have mana for the Adnos. I would probably keep this on like a 5 or something. And no white mana for Esper Sentinel is the actual nail in the coffin though. If I had like a white land, I might have just kept this. But yeah, without a white land to cast the Esper Sentinel turn 1, I think this is just too all in for a second 7. This 6 is also a bit too slow. We have like half of 3 different combos. I guess we could cast a Burgi with Entomb the Civins to just find the Altar of Dementia and combo out with the Yule Lotus, making Dargo easier to cast. But like, I don't have the mana to get up to Burgi. Burgi would come down turn 3, so this is like a really slow hand. Like it would probably be like a turn 1 Tymna, turn 2 maybe Abolisher if I get there, if I get the second white land. Otherwise, just nothing. I don't think this hand is good enough, but it's also kind of close. But yeah, go to 5. This hand is fine. You can just land 2 early Tymna attackers and then into turn 2 Tymna. You probably keep... that's actually hard. You always pitch Activated Sleeper here, because it doesn't do anything, it's part of a combo line. But we can't actually cast both our 1/1s turn 1 and Tymna turn 2, because we have to exile... We have to put one thing away, so either we keep a land or a Jewel Lotus. This is very all-in, but I think a very all-in on Tymna hand is still fine. And like, if you top take a land, I'm going to pitch a land, which is greedy, but I think that's the right call. If you top take a land, we have turn 1 Tymna plus a 1/1. Otherwise, you can just play 1/1 and hopefully draw into something, which is sketchy, but like that's where we're at. So we can just play turn 2 Tymna with a 1/1, draw a card. So while this is not a great hand, I think this is the best we can hope for, and I think this is what I prefer. Yeah. So hopefully we draw into a land. Otherwise, we'll just grind slower. And this is a kind of slow pod, so I think it's fine either way.
All right, so we have a pretty amazing opening 7 with a turn 1 fish. However, we are last in turn order, and we're going up against 2 decks that are heavy on creatures, I think, and Pontus can just force creatures for a while and avoid the fish. And I see a scenario where I'm sitting with the fish and not drawing anything, and I'm getting behind, and that's bad with this deck. This deck needs to produce a Pako turn 2 and just slam wins. So this is definitely a hand you can keep, especially with the Tabernacle that is great versus these creature orientated decks. But to just be safe, I'm gonna mulligan this and go down to second 7. And this hand I actually like with yes and no's. So what we can do here is we can play Misty Rainforest, Mox Diamond, pass, and have a mana drain at the ready to counterspell something that will give us free mana, and we can turn to Pako, and I like that. Mana drain is great in this position, so I'm gonna keep my second 7. Aggravated Assault will be great later, and we have the Wing Con in our hand, the Polymorph spell to win the game with Leveler and Fast as Oracle. And with that, let's start the match.
I have a pregame. I'm going to 4, baby. Or 3, maybe. Gemstone, Exiling, and Gamp.
We'll start with a Yavimaya, tap that, and play a Graph Digger's Cage. And if that's good, I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I will draw. Never punished. I will play this Marsh Flat as land for turn, crack it, take 1, and go undraw with that Yavimaya out. And I will play this Esper Sentinel and say go.
I will draw for turn. Never punished either. Land for turn is Exotic Orchard. Oh, it is play the Tundra, right?
Yes, I play the Tundra, yeah.
Yeah. Tap Gemstones for red, cast a Insolent Neonate. Then cast a Jeweled Lotus, give me draw for Esper.
Nice.
To cast a Tymna. And then I pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap and draw a card. I'm gonna play this Misty Rainforest. I'm gonna cast this Mox Diamond, pitching this island to the graveyard, and well, we can sacrifice this one as well. Finding a volcanic island, and I can't pay for Esper Sentinel, so you can draw a card, Kusa, and I pass the turn.
Okay, draw. I am punished so hard, I will pass the turn.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Alright, start by casting this Noble Hierarch. I will swing at you, Pontus, an Exalted Esper Sentinel.
You actually think I'm not gonna block with Tymna?
Go ahead.
Well,
block with Tymna.
you're correct. I'm not gonna block. Take 2.
Then I will play this Wooded Foothills as my land for turn, and I will pass.
Take my turn. Ooh, go to combat. Return the favor. Swing 2 at Kusa and 1 at Mons.
I will take 1.
Kusa, do you block?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. I gain 2.
What? That's awesome. What a responsible play.
Postcard main phase, Tymna trigger. I'll pay 1, draw 1. I will then tap a red for a Skirk Prospector and a white for a Esper Sentinel of my own.
Fantastic.
So we can actually cast Mana Drain on that, gain 1 colorless mana in my next turn. And I have a Ritual in my hand, so I can go up to 4. And with that, I can't cast Pako unless if I draw into a land. If I draw a land, I can Mana Drain that, and I can cast Pako turn 2. And I so want to do that. You have no idea. The thing is that it's a bit risky to do that because it could fizzle, but the safe play here is to just ignore it and pass. But also it's good to interact and kill that because Pontus is running away with the game. And sometimes you just gotta gamble and pray that it works. So we're gonna pray to our luck and hope we draw a land here or a ritual. I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna Mana Drain that thing, Pontus. Not paying for Esper Sentinel.
Wait, what? Why? That's just weird, dude. But sure.
Well, it gives them the mana to cast Pako.
Alright, we're now gonna go to my turn and we're gonna pray. Yes! 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 Never punished! Homeward Path land drop! I'm so happy right now! Tap 2, cast Pyretic Ritual, giving us 3 red. With the Mana Drain, we have 1 colorless. Here's another green. And I wanna cast the Doggo. Woof! And you can draw a card from the ritual with Esper Sentinel.
Who are you hitting with, Dargo?
I'm gonna showcase Pontus, who has the biggest creature here. So Pako trigger, I get a Lion's Eye Diamond.
You get the man though.
You get a Derevi.
And an Odric Luna Marshall.
So I get 3 creatures, so he grows into a 4/4. 4/4 coming, you Pontus.
I'll take 4.
And then I pass the turn.
Let's draw. Still punished. Oh my god.
I feel sorry for you now, actually.
pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna crack my wooded foothills and go get a badland.
Now you're just showing off.
Savannah as land for turn. I'll pass.
Go to my turn. I'll go to combat. 2 at Mons, 1 with Menace at Kusa, and Sky Prospector at Coffee.
No blocks, I take 2.
No blocks, I take 1.
No blocks.
Okay, so Tymna will give me 2 life, but then in main phase 2, I will pay 3 and draw 3. Land for turn is a Scrubland, so I can cast Dargo here. Sack Instant Neonate, discarding this Spire of Industry. I'd like to draw a card. I will sack this one, floating in red. 5, 6, 7, casting a Dargo. And then I'll pass the turn.
Untap and draw a card. So we drew an intuition. I think we're gonna begin with smacking with Pako and see what we get. We can't attack Pontus though this time. Pako attacking at Kusa. Attack Pako attack trigger. I flip. Leveler.
Sarah Ascendant.
Marsh Flats.
Thalia.
So I hit 3 creatures
And 1 land.
and 1 land. Funny enough too is that I hit the land that I can't use to tutor for any of my other lands, so that's not a good... Wait! No! It taps for green!
It does indeed.
I'm gonna cast Haldan. Here we go.
I have a response. Pyroblast, Haldan. You can't have this much value once.
Yeah, he's counterspelled.
Esper.
You may draw Vesper.
So this game is going like good, but the Pako attack hits are pretty sad. It's very rare to hit one of your combo pieces. Now that I hit Leveler, winning the game is tricky, truly. What I basically need to do is get Underworld Breach somehow. Or well, I don't need to do much. I need to get my Haldan into play, cast my Alliance Eye Diamond, and then cast Intuition, and then we more or less have it. So we're not out. We're not in a bad position, but I am a little bit annoyed losing Leveler.
Untap, you traitor. I'll pass the turn.
I guess Black Coffee, you have more bad luck than I do.
On your end step, I'm gonna fire off an Eladamri's Call. I'll get this Kinnan. I'll move to my turn. Attempt to cast this Kinnan. I will play this Cradle as land for turn. I'll attempt to cast Esika.
That's a lot of mana.
If Esika is good, pass the turn.
Go to my turn. I'm not attacking anyways, so it should be fine, I guess. Go to combat. Tymna at Mons and Dargo at Kusaya.
I take 2.
I will take 7 commander damage.
Yep, so I gain 2 life, then second main phase, Tymna trigger, lose the life, draw 2 cards. Shock in the Blood Crypt, taking 2 damage, then tapping 2 to cast a Wishclaw Talisman, and I will pay for Esper Sentinel, and then I'll pass the turn.
Untap and draw a card. I guess we're going to combat. I gotta reduce that life total a tiny bit more. Pako at Pontus, Pako attack trigger, blink of an eye.
Oh, you got a meal.
Forest. Yeah.
It feels like I'm hitting really good cards here actually. Like combo pieces are being ripped to shreds here and there.
You got my Derevi and my Emil.
So I just need to get my Haldan into play. How to do that? We're gonna begin with Brainstorm. Paying for Esper Sentinel. Draw 3. Putting 1 and 2 back on library. Playing land and passing the turn.
Okay, I will just pass the turn. 7 cards in hand.
That
Oh,
is
no.
insane. Your luck is terrible this game.
I will play this Plaza of Heroes as land for turn. I will play Najilla. Move to combat. Esika, Kinnan at you, Pontus.
No blocks, take 3.
Pass.
Go to my turn. Go to combat. Tymna at Mons, Dargo at Kusa.
Okay, I will take another 7. And so I'm at 14 commander damage, right?
Yeah.
I take 2.
I'll gain 2 of Tymna, and then post-combat main phase, pay 2, draw 2. I'll shock in the Sacred Foundry. I'll just see if there's an up agent. I'll tap Blood Crypt to activate Wishclaw Talisman.
Well, I am not on black, so I pass.
I did call it.
Op agent.
I have a response. I wanna cast this Mystical Tutor, paying extra for your Esper Sentinel in response to the opposition agent. I'm gonna find that Fierce Guardianship and put that on top of my library, but then I have no further response to that Oppo agent.
Did I pass?
I'll give the Wishclaw to Black Coffee.
Yeah, sure, I'll take the Ranger Captain.
Range Captain is exile. With my counter being destroyed, I will tap 2 to cast a different counter, a different tutor. 10 Impact.
Esper Sentinel?
Yeah, you can draw.
Okay,
10 Impact, okay.
fine with me.
I'll start exiling. Final Fortune. If I'm dying anyways,
You have mana for Final Fortune here.
I do. I might as well see if I can do something with Final Fortune while I still have a library. I'll take Final Fortune and I'll cast it.
Good luck.
Thank you, I need it. Final Fortune resolves. I'd like to go to my next turn. Go to my turn. So I have a wheel.
I'll take that.
which would be great, but then the wheel wants into interaction.
Oh yeah, I have that fierce guardianship on top of my library.
So I think my highest EV play is to cast this Grand Abolisher first.
First, I'm going to play this Deadly Relic, and I am going to target Pako.
But Pako is not a problem for you, because Pako will attack and kill Pontus. Okay, Pontus will die.
No, I'm dead.
Never
exactly.
mind.
Yeah, that's what like I'm banking on him. I'm banking on him just dying.
I think killing Tymna here is better because like him drawing cards, like Pako is not a problem for you. You can just chunk block this or take one hit, but removing Carter from Pontus here could be critical.
I vote Tymna.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna target Pako with a Deadly Relic.
Pako is exiled.
Then fire off this Vamp Tutor. What is the best? I mean, it's either Odawara or Beseju, and I'm good with my Vampire Tutor. That I have no further responses to Abolisher.
Cast the wheel. I will go to combat. Tymna at Mons, Dargo at Kusa.
I am going to tap a blue and Odawara, and I'm going to target your Tymna.
I have a response. Thank you very much. I'd like to deflecting swat that to target the Grafdigger's Cage.
Oh dear.
That is bad.
Okay, so combat.
I die if I take another.
So damage, I gain 2 life of Tymna. Post-combat main phase, I'd like to pay 2 to draw 2. Does this actually get there? Land for turn, Badlands. I'll tap 1, cast a Mana Vault. I'll cast the Lionside Diamond. Crack Lionside Diamond for 3 white, discarding City of Brass, Animate Dead, Sevin's Reclamation, Blue Delta, Iron Mesa. 1 white floating, tapping Mana Vault. I'd like to flashback Sevin's Reclamation, targeting Lionside Diamond.
Yeah, there's a Grand Abolisher. I have nothing.
Yep.
Returning Lionside Diamond. Trigger Sevin's Rec, I get another card. In response, I'll crack Lionside Diamond for 3 red. And then the copy will target Unroll Breach. Breach comes into play. Sevin's goes to exile. I will cast Lionside Diamond, pitching Iron Mesa, Blue Delta, and City of Brass.
I will play my Beseju.
You will channel Beseju, targeting Breach.
Yep.
I will respond. I'll use 2 red and 1 white. Cast Deflecting Spot from my graveyard, pitching Twin Flame, Recruiter, Final Fortune. Redirect it to Witchclaw Talisman.
Alright.
I will sack LED, 3 more red, go up to 4. I'll use 2 of them to cast Altar of Dementia, exiling Tin Pact, Pyroblast, and Spire of Industry. I will use it to sack Dargo, put it in command zone, to mill myself for 7. So I'll mill 7, 3 lands and a braid. I'll use my 2 red, exile 3 lands to cast an abrade to destroy the up agents. Escape Lionside Diamond. I'll crack it for 3 red. I'll use 1 red to cast Dargo, go down to 2 red. I will sack him to mill myself for 7. I'll flashback LED, crack it for 3 black. I will cast it again, exiling, crack it for 3 more black. Escape Witchclaw Talisman. I'll activate Witchclaw, give it back to Coffee. Cast the Dargo. I will then use my remaining 4 mana to cast the Ruthless Technomancer. I will sack Dargo, making 7 treasures. I will then sack Technomancer to mill myself for 2. 1 treasure, recast Dargo, casts Activate the Sleeper, exiling Abrade, Draneth, Shadowcall Smashing. It will enter as a copy of Ruthless Technomancer, and from here I can present a loop for infinite treasures and infinite mana. No, infinite treasures and infinite mill. So I'll mill you all out, and then cast the Wheel of Fortune. I still have 19 cards in graveyard.
I have nothing. GG's.
Those top decks post with wheel was crazy.